For the Name That Grid activity, you'll need colored pencils, grid paper, and a pencil to show your work. You'll also need to figure out how many boxes your name takes up. You will need to use all the boxes on the page, even if you need to fill in with pictures. So I'm going to write Coach Hill. So I'm going to start by making my C. And your letters can be as big or as little as you want. The bigger, usually the easier to color. So you'll come along and draw your letters, and then you need to shade in the letter entirely. As you're shading, you want to be neat because that's part of your grade on this assignment. But you want to make sure that you can always see how many boxes you have, because you're going to count those in a minute so that we can do our fraction, decimal, and percent conversions. Okay, so once that's been colored, now we're going to do the fraction, decimal, and percent conversions. This is a 100 grid, so obviously my denominator is going to be 100. And I'm going to count how many boxes out of the 100 are full. I counted 40 out of 100. Okay, while that is my fraction, I always need to have it in simplest terms. So I need to simplify, and I'm going to divide both of those by 20. So once I've divided both of those by 20, I'll see that my fraction is now 2/5. Okay, that's the fraction part of my Name That Grid activity. Now for this letter, I need to come up with the decimal. Remember that to do a decimal, we can either keep it over 100 and then use that as our decimal, or I can divide. And I'm going to show you the division part now. So I'm going to do 5 into 2. And since 5 doesn't go into 2, I add my decimal and my 0. 5 goes into 24 times with no remainder, so my decimal will be 4/10, which is also equivalent to 40 hundredths. To do my percent conversion, I have a couple of options. Percent means out of 100, so if it's over 100, that is my percent, so 40% is what I'm going to look for. However, you can also, since we're multiplying by 100, it means we're moving the decimal place 2 places to the right, which would also give me my 40%. So you need to do this for each of the boxes. So I would do COACHHILL, and that would only take up 9 of my boxes. And so for the other 3, I would need to come up with some type of picture, something about me, whether it's a heart or a volleyball, anything that I enjoy. And you'll need to find the fraction, decimal, and percent conversion for each box. I hope you have fun doing this activity, and it will be due on Monday.